Hi everyone, I'm David Griffin.
And I'm Michael Medina.
I'm here to bring you a review of a video game called Child of Light. It's made by Ubisoft Montreal. You know, Ubisoft's very French-Canadian.
Very French.
A video game company. Makes some really good titles. I believe the writer that wrote Child of Light also wrote Far Cry 3, which you know you and I are both fans of.
Huge fans.
This guy's behind the Assassin's Creed franchise. Eventually, what's coming out? Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs.
Is coming out. So Ubisoft, big company. But, you know, this whole new console race, you know, there's not a lot of big AAA games out, but last year, Mike and I were really surprised at our Video Game of the Year review. A lot of these smaller indie games, we'll call them indie games, you know, they're made by a huge company, are taking over. Really good storytelling, very creative storytelling. And this game, Child of Light, is about a young princess named Aurora. I believe she's Austrian, and she awakens to this world where this witch has stolen the sun, the moon, and the stars. You know, all the light is gone. Her mission, should she choose to accept it, is to reclaim the light, basically. She's looking for her dad. I think her mom's already dead. And it's just really a beautiful game. It's almost like watercolors, the way everything's painted.
It's gorgeous.
What were your first impressions upon playing Child of Light?
First, just the visuals.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And again, this is $15. This is not a $60 game. 15
No,
bucks.
no. It's absolutely gorgeous. And that's the thing, too, because I know we talked about this a lot, too. I mean, AAA titles, they're not going anywhere.
No.
But it does seem like the focus has kind of shifted, at least slightly more towards these independent games, like Brothers and games like that. You've got the guys that are behind BioShock kind of
gone
stepping
home,
back and focusing on smaller titles and stuff, which is a good thing because then you get gems like Brothers or gems like this game. I like, again, not just the visuals, but like it's a straight up pretty much like, you know, JRPG. You know, so if you're a fan of those, and even if you're not, it's really easy because like I just played it for the first time just last night. And I'm not. Yeah, I like JRPGs, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. But I mean, it was pretty easy to kind of figure everything out.
You got into it, you won your battles and everything.
Yeah, it really didn't take much time. I mean, you know, give it a couple fights and you start figuring out the mechanics and stuff, and then you can pretty much just go from there. But I probably played maybe a good, like, you know, 30 to an hour, roughly, somewhere around there. And I thought the story was very engaging. You know, so it really offered a lot more substance than just those visuals, which is what's gonna really get you.
Right. I mean, Aurora looks great. She's just, you know, I guess call her, you know, cute little girl, and she has her hair just constantly flowing in the background, and she has her sword. It's funny, like when you win a victory, like she'll lift her sword up like this, but it's so heavy it just like topples over. Like even when she swings the sword like a little girl holding a big weapon would. So she'll do this, but she just put all of her weight, just like falls flat on the. And what's nice is, because I'm JRPG, I like Final Fantasy. You know, JRPGs again, I think they're getting a little dated in my opinion. I wish they'd kind of develop a new system, but this game's very friendly. You know, this is first of all, it's made by a French company, so it's friendly. It's pretty easy just to jump right into if you're not familiar. If you see that turn-based, like, oh no, it's turn-based. Don't be turned off by that, because I don't think it's that difficult to get into.
No, not at all. And going back to what I said about games like this or like Brothers and stuff, it is very refreshing to see this type of creativity going into games like that, because that's the good thing, that's the benefit of like these smaller games and stuff, because you can take risks. You know, a game like Brothers would never be a AAA title. No one would take a chance on a game like that. So, you know, you put it out for like 15 bucks or whatever, give it a chance. Like, it took me a little while to get on board, but once I did, I'm like, blew me away. And I think that's what's going to happen with this game. I think it's going to be one of those games. I don't want to say it's flying under the radar, because people are talking about it.
And it's Ubisoft, so they've been putting a lot of behind-the-scenes videos.
And that's a big company, so exactly. But I think it's definitely going to be one of those games that's like, you know, a lot of people are going to probably give it a second, you know, I don't know if I want to get this or not because of like the content, do I like it, whatnot. Give it a try. I promise you won't be disappointed.
Because it's cool. I mean, it's this little girl. I mean, if you like fantasy, if you like epics, I mean, she wakes up, she thinks she's in this dream. Like the dialogue is funny. So all the conversations, I don't know if it's true iambic pentameter, but it's all like rhyme, every other line rhymes basically, and it's kind of goofy. It's like this kind of bedtime story, but it
adds
works.
To that charm, though.
She's a little girl. It's her world. So
I mean, it almost feels like you're playing in a dream. You know what I mean? It's kind of like what it is, like this fairy tale. So the rhyming and everything just really adds to it and just kind of like goes with the whole tone, the flow of everything. So it works.
And I was going to tell you, I know we didn't quite get there last night, but I got there. I played a little bit more. And there's a part where you actually get the ability to fly. I know you've seen it probably in the videos. Like, and the flying's really cool. You just kind of soar, and you can kind of go all over the map. And I mean, it's just fun. It's a game that's interesting. It's inventive. It's the colors. It's really every scene that you're in, you wanna like take that like snapshot and like put it on your wall as like a painting.
Absolutely.
It's so gorgeous. And
And like I said, going back to like gameplay-wise and just how easy it is to play, you do get like this little buddy.
Yeah, they call him Mr. Firefly. There's a funny thing. He'll be like, "Hey, I actually have a name, but I don't know his name yet. I guess he learned that on later." But yeah.
But it's cool because he does play a huge part in the actual fighting mechanics and stuff. So like when you do get into a fight, you can kind of hover him over your enemy and
slow down.
Shine a light on him, which slows your enemy down, which gives you an opportunity to kind of like attack. So I just thought little things like that are just creative, just add to the charm and the quirkiness of this.
Also too, again, with any type of big fantasy game like a JRPG or even a game like Skyrim, it's like the menus can be intimidating. This menu is very simple.
Yeah, it really is.
You get skills, you get gems, which give you more power, but then like the skill, the map, the chart's pretty easy. It's like you want to increase damage, you want a new ability. It's really easy to navigate. It is very simple.
Yeah, and even like the actual scene, like the battle scene, like that screen and stuff, there aren't a bunch of numbers.
There's a little bar at the bottom.
Yeah, and that's all it is. It's like you're up top, your enemy's on the bottom. It's pretty easy to figure out.
So you can slow your enemy down with your little Firefly guy, and then if you can beat him, it's all, once you get used to it, it's pretty easy to do. So again, don't get turned off by the JRPG stuff.
Yeah, very easy to pick up after a while. You'll get it fast.
So let's, I guess in wrapping this up, let's think about rating this game. We're going to do this on the same scale that we do for our movies here, so we'll go on maybe an F to an A+ and just see. I mean, just on first impressions and playing through it, I mean, so far I would give it, I'd give it an A-. I think it's fun. I love the visuals, love the visual style. The story isn't, super deep, but I mean, it's fun. It's a little fairy tale, and yeah, I'd give it an A-.
I'd probably give it a good B+.
B+. That's good.
Good B+. Yeah. Just because, again, turn-based can be a little dated, and that's why I think some people, because of that, might be turned off. And even
as soon as they see that whole system, which you just like sitting here waiting to go,
and
it's
I think that even though like we may be saying give it a try, people still give it, because that is kind of an outdated system. It's either you love it or you don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But again, it is fun. It is pretty. It's easy to play. Yep. So yeah, good B+.
Well, those are good. So A-, B+. That's a vote of confidence right there. Go pick it up. It's on, I believe, all the systems. It's on PC, Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS3, PS4. $15. You can get. Oh, my math is awful. You can get 4 of those kind of games for $60 for the cost of a major AAA game that might not even be good.
That's true.
So go ahead and give Child of Light a try. Try out an indie game. Support indie development in the video game community. We need it. And as always, you can come chat with us at thinkhero.com. Share your opinions with us. Let us know what you think of Child of Light or what you think of after our review if this might interest you. We're also on this YouTube page at Think Hero Pro. Be sure to give us a like, subscribe, comment. We always love getting back to your comments when we can. And we're also, all of us are on Twitter, Dennis, Michael, myself. At Think Hero is where we all are. I'm at GriffinDE.
And I'm at Mr. Michael Alexis.
And we also have a Facebook page. That's facebook.com/ThinkHeroFans. Be sure to like. Make sure you spread the word, social media. And yeah, we'll be seeing you guys soon.